Welcome to Texas A&M AgriLife Extension. My name is Joanna. I'm the Family and Community Health County Extension Agent for Texas A&M AgriLife Extension. Today we have Ms. Lupita Oreste, our MCV Secretary, who will teach us how to sew a bias tape with Maxi piping. The materials that you'll use are half a yard of fabric, bias tape with Maxi piping, or if you don't have that, you can use a bias tape with a cable cord and your sewing machine with your sewing supplies. This is how the bias tape with Maxi piping looks like, and as well as the cable cord. Now, let's welcome Ms. Lupita Oreste.
Good morning, my name is Lupita Oreste. I'm an MCV member. This morning I'll be teaching a lesson on how to do piping. And for a long time we haven't used piping because we thought it was difficult, but it's not. The items we use today are, of course, your material, a pattern, scissors, and piping, which is called bias tape Maxi piping, or cinta de ribete. Nowadays, I've gone to Walmart and we really don't find too many of this because people don't use it. But then I found this, where it's also a cord and you make your own. And in that, I made some last night. I used this other cord, decorative cord, and with a bias tape, you do your own bias tape. Using bias tape, you use your own. You use a zipper foot, and I can go ahead and show. You just put the cord in the middle of the folded bias tape, and you sew right at the edge with a zipper foot. Now we started. We'll just continue to doing your own. Because now, like I told you, Walmart, Hobby Lobby, they don't have but just the basic colors. But if you want to use a different color so your piping can stand out, you would do this. So then you would put the cord in the middle and as close as possible and cast the cord in there. You'll need two and a half yards of the piping. We've gotten our cord ready, our light piping. Either we're going to use the colored one or the whatever color you need. And like I was telling you, the thicker the cord is, the wider the cord will show. So like this one is a different width. It will show more on the outside. So once we got our fabric ready, here's our pattern. We're going to put it on the fabric, on the fold. I went ahead and I already cut this. We put the pattern on the fold and we cut. Once you have your two pieces together, the next step would be to place the piping on the edge of the top fabric. If you're going to use a solid and a flower, then you would put it on the top side. And you're going to start at the bottom. Leave maybe a fourth of an inch, half an inch. And this is where you're going to start pinning. Actually, you should place the pins the other way, so when you don't have to take them off. Because again, you need your zipper foot and to sew right at the edge as close as you can to the at the edge right here. You're just going to kind of pivot, put the needle down, turn it. Once we finish, we can go ahead and clip that. We're gonna clip the middle, where we make just a slit. There's a, okay. So if you wanted to put a zipper like Miss Yolanda Garza, previous lesson showed us how to do a zipper, this is where we would place it. This is another place where you would put a zipper in there and it would work wonders. But because it's a quick lesson and we already had that lesson on the zipper, you would place the zipper again the way we did that other lesson. You would have to iron the zipper open, and this is where you would place the zipper. And then you would put it on top of this. But because we're not doing this today, we're just going to put it again, pin to close up the pillow, and we're gonna need pins. I would turn it this way so we can know where we're gonna follow this seam. We're gonna go sew all around, leave an opening for your stuffing. All around we're gonna sew. We're going to then, after we sew, we're gonna clip all around, and then you would turn it inside out and you would have a pillow. In this case, you can just go ahead and stuff it and sew it by hand your closing, or you can make an extra pillow like I did in this one, and this would be an extra one. You can take this off and wash it and just place it in there. And you would have your pillow again. Again, you still need your zipper foot because you're trying to get as close as possible to the cord. I did do a mistake. I should have placed the pins this way, so it's easier when you're sewing. But we live and we learn. Our next step would be to trim, and I think these are not the scissors. I think the better we do this, the more often we cut slits, the better it'll look. So you would do this all around. Once we finish all around, cut our threads. I would give it a pressing. Then I would inside out. Once you're done, you would do a nice pressing. Once you iron this, then you can start stuffing. And you can stuff it as much as you want to. If you want it soft, just enough to make it pillowy like. For those that wanted to do something like embroider something, before we put them together, we could embroider something. We could embroider the name, mom, grandma, anything that you would make it more personal. I know a lot of people are doing memory pillows. This would be a good pillow to use your mother's, grandmother's, father's clothing and make it into a memory pillow, and that's where you would put embroider their names or iron on something that's significant to them. So like I tell you, we can go ahead and stuff it until it's nice the way you want it. Your last step would be to hand sew it back together again. That's it. Very nice. Gives it a very nice edge. Thank you for watching. Continue watching and practice your sewing. Thank you.